It's a berry season right now, and I get so excited when the blackberries start coming into season. I thought I would do a video on this because we've never done a specific blackberry focused video. If you're just meeting me, my name is 𝐂𝐎𝐶, and this is the 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐍 Legacy, where I teach you how to save money on groceries. But this all started exactly 4 years ago when my strawberries in the fridge went viral, and then I ended up having a TED Talk, and since then I became a best-selling author and been in the media all over the world teaching my tips on how to keep berries and all other produce items fresh for weeks. We realized we had videos on raspberries, strawberries, grapes, blueberries, but we've never did a video just on blackberries, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. We did wash these when we were washing all of the other produce items from my grocery haul, so if you would like to see the grocery haul video or the produce washing videos, we will link those in the description. And make sure to hit subscribe if you're just meeting me. The way I wash berries is using 5% distilled white vinegar, which will kill off the mold spores, 𝐂𝐻𝐿 Listeria, and any other harmful pathogens on the berries. I put 10 cups of water into a bowl and then add the berries very gently in there. You will never see me dumping berries either in the bowl or later in a colander, which will bruise them and make them deteriorate quickly. After you put the berries and the vinegar into the water, you are going to set a timer for 2 minutes. It is really important that you only soak your berries for 2 minutes. I get a lot of questions, people asking about adding baking soda to your berries or your vinegar. It makes a really cool effect for videos. It makes it bubbly, all of the things, but adding vinegar and baking soda together will actually neutralize each other, and they won't do the cleaning properties that you think that they are. After I soak the berries for 2 minutes, I'm going to put them gently in a colander, and I'm going to rinse them, and that will get off any debris that was lifted off and those little petals and flakes of things that are on the berries. And then I'm going to actually, instead of laying it on a towel to dry, I normally for blackberries and raspberries will put them on a plate or a baking sheet with a paper towel and let them dry that way out on the counter. That way I can move them around if they need a little bit extra drying time, but they also won't stain my beach towel that I'm drying all of the other produce items on. Now, I never mix my berries together because berries have different lengths of shelf life. So one thing you have to think about is if you got your berries locally or if they traveled like all the way from Mexico. So when they are harvested, they normally last 2 to 3 weeks after harvest time. So if you got them locally and fresh, they're going to last a little bit longer than if they spent a lot of time traveling to you or in the store. And the berries have different shelf lives also. So blackberries and raspberries will last 2 to 3 weeks. Strawberries last 3 weeks. Grapes last 4 to 6 weeks, and blueberries will last 6 to 8 weeks when you're storing them the ways that I'm teaching. Now, you might wonder why you want to store them so long. I used to have 4 foster kids here under the age of 7 that all wanted different berries at the same time. And so I had learned over that time to be able to have all the different fruit that they wanted in the house, to be able to keep these separate and keep them in the glass jars. I was able to spread out our grocery shopping trips, so I only go grocery shopping once every 3 to 4 weeks. So I'm able to get blueberries like every other time I go grocery shopping. If you want more tips on how to keep 75 produce items fresh for weeks, make sure to check out the Zero Waste Produce Guide. We have this listed A to Z, and in the very back of it is a handy guide to show you if it's supposed to have a metal lid or a plastic lid, if it's supposed to be stored in water, if it's supposed to be washed in vinegar or salt water or not washed at all. So all of the tips are together in this book, and it's available on our website, which is linked in the description. After they're dry, they normally take around 2 to 3 hours, just depending on how warm your kitchen is. But I'm going to put them in a glass jar, normally with a plastic lid. The only reason this has a metal lid is we are getting ready to move. I accidentally packed all of our plastic lids. So I am going to have to watch for condensation a little bit more with the metal lid on this. But normally I would put plastic lids on berries, which will let a little bit of the air and condensation escape out of the jar. And then as I was putting them away, I noticed that a couple of them were a little bit soft and weren't going to last as long. Those I put in a separate bowl because I want my family to eat these first. If you're brand new to the 𝐂𝐎𝐍 Legacy, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. We have over 600 videos to teach you how to save money on groceries.